Hi everyone, welcome to TechCravers and a new handheld comparison video. Today we're taking a closer look at the TRIMUI Brick Hammer, the premium all-metal sibling to the original plastic TRIMUI Brick. And the hammer comes in 3 striking finishes: wild green, space grey and rose gold. If you follow the channel, you've probably already seen my review of the plastic brick. That one had a lot of retro charm, but this time we're stepping it up with a solid aluminium shell, different finish and a much more premium feel in the hands. In this video I'll compare the 3 colors side by side, talk about how the hammer differs from the plastic brick and share which version might be the best fit depending on your style. So as there's quite a lot to get into, without any further delay, let's jump into it. Let's start by talking about the build quality, because this is really where the TRIMUI Brick Hammer separates itself from the original plastic brick. The obvious upgrade here is of course the full metal shell. That's what gives the hammer its name, and honestly it changes the whole experience of using the handheld. The moment you pick it up, you get that cool to the touch feeling from the aluminum, and the added weight gives it reassuring sturdiness. It feels like something designed to last. The plastic brick was fun and lightweight, but the hammer feels like it's a premium gadget. Now, the button layout and D-pad are exactly the same as before, but the way they're mounted into the metal body makes them feel slightly different. The clicks are more solid and less hollow. It's not a night and day difference, but if you spent hours with the plastic version, you'll immediately notice that extra bit of refinement. And one thing I really want to highlight is the surface finish. All 3 colors, wild green, space grey and rose gold, do an excellent job of resisting fingerprints and oils. I've actually tried to smudge them on purpose just to see how they would hold up, and it's surprisingly hard to leave any noticeable marks. So whether you're someone who hates constantly wiping down your handhelds or just want something that stays looking fresh, the hammer definitely nails it across the board. One of the most enjoyable aspects of the TRIMUI Brick Hammer is of course how much personality each color brings to the table. It's the same device on the inside as the brick, but the finish you choose really changes how it feels as part of your setup. The wild green is the undeniable showstopper. It's bright, energetic and impossible to ignore. If you want your handheld to immediately stand out in a lineup or catch someone's eye across the room, this is the version to go for. It almost has that collector's edition vibe right out of the box. The space grey on the other hand goes in the opposite direction. It's understated, refined and timeless. As I mentioned already, it's probably the one I'd use as my daily carry just because it blends in with everything else and feels practical. You could throw it on a desk full of gadgets and it wouldn't clash with anything. Then there's the rose gold. Playful, unusual and honestly a bit unexpected in the world of handhelds. We don't often see this color used in gaming devices, and that makes it feel fresh. Depending on the light, it can look softer or bolder, which gives it some personality of its own. It's not going to appeal to everyone, but for those who like something different, it's a really charming option. And just like I said earlier, none of these finishes changes how the console performs. The internals are of course identical and the games play the same. What changes is the vibe. Each color has its own identity, and that means you can pick one that matches your style rather than just owning the same handheld as everyone else. So which one's the winner? Honestly, it really depends on you and what you're looking for. If you're a collector and you want something that immediately pops in a photo or stands out in your lineup, the wild green is the obvious choice. It's bold, loud, and it demands attention. If you want something practical and timeless, something you could use daily without it drawing too much attention, the space grey is of course a safe bet. It's sleek, understated, and it just works in any setup. And if you're the kind of person who likes gadgets that feels a little different, something you don't see every day, the rose gold might surprise you. It has a playful personality, and as I mentioned earlier, it's not a common color in handheld gaming, which makes it feel unique. Now it's worth remembering, functionally they're identical to each other and identical to the plastic TRIMUI brick. Same internals, same performance, your favorite retro games will play the exact same way, so if you already own the plastic brick, you don't need the hammer. But if you value design, craftsmanship and premium feel in your hands, they're really hard to resist. The hammer takes what was already a fun handheld and elevates it into something you'd actually want to leave on your desk and show off. And that actually wraps up my thoughts and this showcase of the TRIMUI Brick Hammer. Which finish would you go for? Wild green, space grey or rose gold? Let me know down in the comments because I'm curious to hear your picks. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more handheld reviews and comparisons here on TechCravers. Thanks a lot for watching, and I see you in the next one.